Thoughts on new bylaw allowing wine sales in grocery stores in Vancouver? Fucking takes forever, man. They've been working on these nothing burger bylaws for 20 years. You ever think we need to roll? Okay, just work with me on this one a little bit. Why don't we just find like the smartest person in the world and make them in charge of everything? I'm not saying democracy doesn't work. I guess what I'm trying to say is I think we should... I think maybe this already works like that. There should be classes of laws. Like selling wine in a grocery store, in my opinion, should be a lower class law. That should be a bronze level law. And then in my opinion, mayors should have the ability to change them within 24 hours at only their own behest. For stuff like that, do we really need someone to go, hey, we're going to send out an exploratory survey, we're going to do a pilot program, we're going to take the results of the pilot program, we're going to run them by a litany of consultants, and then 3 years later, I got voted out, the new guy doesn't care about this, we scrap all that, I get reelected 2 years later, we have to start over because we don't know if people still feel the same in 2026 that they did in 2023. Like, nothing's getting done, man. The mayor should be able to say, hey, starting on Monday, they're selling wine in grocery stores. It shouldn't take 10 years to get it going. That'll be abused so hard. No, because you gotta, like murder, that's like a titanium class law. You need like the whole country to be on the same page and be like, really? I guess I'm not gonna be the squeaky wheel. I guess if everybody wants murder to be legal, I'll go along with the group. Who decides the tiers? All right, that's an interesting question. I guess we're gonna need like an exploratory committee to figure out who the right people to decide these tiers are, and then we probably got to do like a little pilot program in like some meaningless out of the way part of the country like Winnipeg, so that like if it royally screws it up, we're like no big loss. But if it works, we can be like, check it out, let's build a statue, Winnipeg, the first city where we made this incredible change, right? It's good for everybody. But that's the last fucking pilot program, okay? That's the last program. Because like they've been talking about having a beer legal in parks for literally like as long as I've lived in Vancouver, which is now like 11 years or something. A couple years ago, you saw it, librarian. I saw. A couple of years ago, they were like, we're gonna do a pilot program in a few parks. But everybody was like, it's like making a stew. There's too many cooks in the kitchen. Like one person's like, well, it can't be every park, and one person's like, well, the park can't be too close to a school. And then one person's like, no, nobody will be having a beer within 50 meters of a swing set. And they said, okay, we respect everybody here. So then they have these maps at the parks, which is like, here's like a dark green zone where you can consume like a beer. And it makes no sense. It's like, because people are just like doing drugs in the park. And meanwhile, you're walking in there with a six-pack from 33 acres, and you're like, hang on, I got to find the right spot. Then you find out they didn't even choose Jonathan Rogers Park, which is the park that everybody is drinking in anyway because it has the brewery right next to it. And everybody's down there drinking anyway, not even paying attention to the bylaw. And you're like, why are we paying 18 salaries a year to try to figure out if the bylaw made obvious? People are already breaking it, and it nothing's broken. Just scrap it, man. The world's not going to collapse if people start selling wine at the... Like, if we're at... Maybe this is too far. I think you should... fucking choose wine in the grocery store or prohibition. That's it. I would walk up there, okay, ladies and gentlemen of the fucking city council, there's two, if alcohol is so bad, you can't sell it in Whole Foods next to the kettle cooked potato chips, then just make this shit illegal everywhere. Choose a side. Because I can't do this shit anymore. You could buy it anytime. Oh, that's too harmful for society. You have to buy it. The liquor store has to close at 10 p.m. Oh, no, that's ridiculous. Some people work third shift. Okay, well, fucking you can buy it whenever, but the bars close at 1. 1 in the morning? Are you crazy? That's like when the SkyTrain stops. Okay, midnight. I mean, all right, but no happy hours, okay? You know, this city didn't have happy hours until like 2014. It was illegal to put alcohol on sale. Doesn't even make any sense. You could sell it, but you couldn't discount the price. I don't even know how long it took them to repeal that one. There was just one day they were like, our 30-year longitudinal study on the harmful impacts of happy hour has finally concluded. It turns out nobody gives a shit. Speaking of which, hey, wine in a cellar? No. I don't think so. Who do you think you are, a no frills? I don't really care either way, because I don't drink wine. It just strikes me as like needlessly regressive. It's just, to me, I don't know where this puts, I'm scared of where this puts me on the political spectrum, so maybe I shouldn't tempt fate. It's just labor under the delusion that I'm on the perpetually right side. That being said, it's the same to me as like when I can't buy cough medicine because people cook methamphetamine with the cough medicine. So they sell it in the grocery store pharmacy, but the pharmacist goes home from work at 8 p.m. But I can't buy the cough medicine because of the fact that somebody might cook drugs with it. Not me, but somebody else might cook drugs with it. Then you walk outside, all the motherfuckers are already on drugs. It's the same thing. It's like, we really think that society's gonna backslide? We start selling wine in the Whole Foods? Have you ever been to a liquor store? Motherfuckers are drunk, man. They found a way to get supply. I do get the idea that it doesn't have to be like an all or nothing sort of thing. Like making the barriers lower will also introduce the less friction to people trying it and stuff like that, but it just seems a little crazy to me that, like, you know, the wine mom has to go like across the street. She has to cross that dangerous ass intersection with all the construction and the drunk drivers and the people that don't know that there's no protected left turn at Canby and 7th. She got to park in that decrepit ass Canby and 7th BC liquor store parking lot that is like something out of Slender Man and get her wine in there? Come on, man. Just let her buy it from the Whole Foods. Fuck that whole area. I love Malik posting. I love Vancouver posting because you can now... That area is a bit of a mess. But it is one of only like 7 areas in the city to visit. A Home Depot, Canadian Tire, Save On Foods, Winners, Home Sense, Best Buy, all in the same the same vicinity.
Alright, just up the top of the dome piece. Here we go. Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No barking from the dog, no smog. Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. I got my grub on, but didn't pig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Looked it up for later as I hit the dough, thinking where I live. Another 24. I gotta go, cause I got drop top. If I hit the switch, I could make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light. Looked in the mirror, now the jack in sight. And everything was alright. I got a beat from Kim. She can do it all night. We're just gonna keep going here, huh? That was is an original on the top of the dome.
No, no.